Hey everyone, Forex Sensei here. Welcome to the dojo, and today we're going to talk about NFP, or non-farm payroll. If you're a beginner, non-farm payroll will probably sound a bit like, well, what's that? If you're intermediate or advanced, you already know what it is and how effective it can be. At the same time, it can be very risky if you don't know the direction in which the markets are going. So, if you'd like to learn how to trade NFP the right way, and to be on the good side of NFP, like and comment below, and also subscribe for more videos and hit the notification bell. Alright, let's get into it. So, non-farm payroll is the most important Forex trading session of the month. It occurs on the first Friday. If you're in the UK, it occurs around 1:30 p.m. or if you're in the US, it occurs around 8:30 in the morning. With daylight saving time, you have to add or subtract an hour. So those who pretty much trade the day can finish the whole month in the black or in profit. Well, a lot of people can lose out a lot because the direction can completely go against you if you don't know what you're doing. And there are a lot of clips on YouTube that will show NFP fails. So I want to share the ins and outs of the NFP report, what it is, how it dates, and how to interpret the data and how to trade it. So NFP stands for non-farm payroll, and it's one of the biggest indicators of economic growth in the markets. So when you look at the fact that the US creates a number of jobs, and that's shared in the NFP report for the previous month, that reflects on how well the American economy is doing. Now, with that out of the way, the reason why it's so important is that obviously the US is a very strong economy, perhaps one of the strongest, and thus the health of the economy will do something to all the US pairs regardless of what's happening otherwise. Now, here's one thing to take in mind. The market makers will use NFP amongst other news to hide what they're doing. So people who normally don't either A, believe in market makers exist, or B, have no idea how to trade Forex, will just see NFP as a once a month event which has big consequences, and then they may not know how to trade it properly. However, on this channel, you're going to learn how to trade NFP properly, so you can see the real way to do it and how you can profit from it very quickly. So let's get into that. We are with my favorite pair once again. We're with XAU USD or gold, and this here is NFP right here. So if I just take a look at what was happening previously, we can see here that the market makers came, induced traders to go short, came back, induced them one more time, creating the W formation right here. And with that, they then took the trade and they went up from there. So we can see here that it's a continual uptrend, and we can see here that the EMAs are fanning out. Now with NFP, the way to make sure that the market makers can book their profits is, in this case, was to take the market and go long. So if I went and did a replay of this here, before NFP happened, a couple things also to note as well. You'll notice that there's a lot of erratic movement, at least like 10-15 minutes before that candle happened. And when the candle does happen, the spread on any pair is really big. So note that as well. If your stop loss is in the ideal setup and scenario, you'll be fine. Nothing will pretty much happen to it. So if you want to know how to enter any trade to make sure it's highly profitable, check out my next video upcoming on how to enter the Forex markets and how to really get big risk to reward ratios. We're talking things like, depending on the pair, 5-to-1, 7-to-1, even 10-to-1. A lot of people tend to think that risk to reward, you only can have maybe make 2% a month on profit, which is absolutely ridiculous. But that's another video. If you hit that subscribe button and the notification bell, you'll be notified when that video comes out. So going back to NFP, we can see here the market makers came out here, created an M structure, comes back, hits the 50, and comes upwards. We have a pin here, trapping traders here. As we move on, we can see here that price moves upwards. Now it's 2:30 here because of the time difference back when this was done. So that explains why it was at 2:30 rather than it was going to be at 1:30. Either way, we can see here that this M doesn't fully close, even though there is the napier here, the middle point of the M formation. It comes here, doesn't close below the 50 EMA. Instead, it makes a W, as we can see here, out of the band, back in the band here. So if you were to take the trade here, let's see if I can bring it down to 5 minutes, and we can have a blow up section of that. We can see here that price here comes up, boom, away it goes. So we can see here that if you were to enter just as it's coming here, note here, the market makers will come and they'll open up the spread both ways, and normally on 1:30 there'll be a violent move up and down, trying to collect as many contracts in both areas before clearing out. That's normally what tends to happen with high value news such as NFP. So with NFP here, you could literally set your target pretty high, knowing if you know the direction which the market makers are taking, news is just gonna be the deception on how to continue in the said direction. So move a stop loss 200, and as we see here, you can even go so far as to move with the candle before, and then boom, straight into profit. Now we know that with take profits in terms of gold, 1350 is enough. So in effectively 15 minutes, you're done. But if you want to continue and you want to be able to book your profits here, suggestion here would be you're at 1495 here. You can either take it here or at least have your it up to around maybe 1100 or 1200. Move your stop loss there and allow it to continue going. So at least you know you have something in the bag. So that is NFP for there. And you can see NFP occurs, as I said, once a month on the first Friday, and it has significant impacts to what happened. This happened in July's NFP. It doesn't always have a straight move up or down, as we can see here. NFP in this context simply spiked both ends. So grabbing traders are going long and also grabbing traders are going short, and pretty much ended the day roughly in the same area which it started in. So it doesn't always happen in terms of a straight move up or a straight move down. Always be aware of that, but always be aware of what happens after NFP as well. So with that in mind, comment down below whether you traded NFP before, and also comment what your experience has been of seeing NFP or any other high value news. This has been the Forex Sensei. Hope you have a great day. Peace. I'm out.